Ако нацрт-амандманот на членот 49 на Уставот не биде коригиран, тогаш може да се комплицира ратификацијата на договорот од Преспа во грчкиот парламент, проценуваат креатори на јавното мислење и дел од академската јавност овде во Атина. Во таа насока веќе реагираа шефот на државата Павлопулос, а и некои кругови од власта, како екс-шефот на дипломатијата Никос Кодзијас. Првиот човек на Елијамеп, највлијателна грчка think-tank организација во делот на надворешната политика, за 360 степени анализира зошто формулацијата од ставот 3 од посочениот амандман, дека Републиката се грижи за припадниците на македонскиот народ кои живеат во странство, е проблематична за грчката страна.
Every possible change or non-change will be magnified by the Greek media, because there is some concern that the government in Skopje will try to exploit every possible vague point or weakness of the agreement and not make the necessary changes. Now, are those substantial? Probably not. But you have now a situation, pre-electoral period, concerns among the population which are being exploited by radical elements in the Greek political scene. So that will be an issue, and every statement in the wrong direction, every change that we don't like, that will be heavily discussed and debated and will influence the relationship between the two sides.
You mean about the wording of taking care of Macedonian people in other states in the draft amendments text?
That has been the most widely discussed. There are concerns that this is not a wording exactly as the equivalent provision article in the Greek constitution, and that maybe this hides some irredentis claims.
Can this kind of misinterpretations be avoided with signing of some kind of mutual declaration that the information that there is preparing on both sides to clarify the things that are not maybe clear enough in the Prespa agreement?
That would help a lot. The process in the ratification process in Greece will start sooner rather than later. So if we can clarify any such vague points immediately, so much the better.
Стравот е дека наместо со договорот од Преспа да се затвори поглавието за постоењето идентизам од македонска страна, конкретниот нацрт-амандман може да го одржи во живот тој наратив.
Both parties have agreed to have the same exactly phrase as far as the people who are living outside of the borders of the state. The problem, the fear of Greeks is based that through this, perhaps, Greece will be obliged to recognize a minority, what they call it Slav Macedonians. And I think this will be unacceptable for all the Greek parties. We don't talking about the rights of the people who are speaking a different dialect or a different language. We're talking about accepting a minority. This is the biggest fear which I think exists.
Но надворешно политичкиот уредник во влијателниот и високотиражен весник Катемирини, Василис Недос, не мисли дека процесот е загрозен. Недос, кој пред известно време прв објави дека власта во Скопје размислува за корекција на проблематичниот амандман, смета дека има време и начини да се испеглаат разликите.
Well, I think that the procedure both in Skopje and in Athens is going to proceed swiftly and within the calculated timeline, that is early or mid-January for the parliament in Skopje, and afterwards February or early March ratification process in the parliament in Athens. I think that right now one of the main concerns that are highlighted in the Greek part. Some of the concerns come from the conservative opposition, some of them indirectly from the President of the Republic, is about the article, the revision of the Article 49 that describes the diaspora of your country.
There's information mentioning that maybe this gap will be filled by signing some kind of joint declaration between the two countries.
I'm not sure that this can happen that way. I mean, since there is still an ongoing draft amendment discussion in the parliament in Skopje, and there is and that can actually, the amendments can be implemented on the third part of the vote, when on December. So I don't think that there will be some kind of joint statement. I think that, of course, politically it is something that could happen, but if you see it from the aspect of the agreement, there is an agreement on the table. It has to be ratified and implemented. So why creating a separate text next to this agreement? I don't find it very possible.
И покрај противењето на Панос Каменос се смета дека дел од неговите пратеници ќе го поддржат договорот од Преспа. За се очекува да гласат и некои левичарски пратеници од потами и така да се стигне до неопходните 151 глас за ратификација. 360 степени во Атина. Владимир Мирчевски.